Somebody's in big trouble because DC Studios just said, hold up, wait a minute. I thought we were finished. The gun's not jamming and they're ready to unload at Marvel Studios because we just got a whole lot of insane news about the sequel for story details and hints at who the main villain could be, some batshit crazy updates for the Batman Part 2, Peacemaker Season 2, and the potential return of some familiar faces in the DCU. And you know me, if I see some dots, I'm gonna make them connect because I get a brain blast. But either way, me and you know what we gotta do. We gotta talk about it. And is it a bird? Is it a plane? No. It's the head honcho of DC Studios, James Francis Gunn Jr. himself, giving us an insane update on the sequel for Superman. Where first and foremost, he decided to call this Superman sequel a part of the Superman saga. He looked over at Matt Reeves calling his Batman universe the Batman epic crime saga and said, I'll take that. But the crazy part is he said he's already written a treatment and he's ready to start filming soon. Now, a treatment in layman's terms is just a watered down version of a screenplay, so they still gotta iron out like specific dialogue and scenes. So when he says he's hopeful to begin filming soon, I don't think that means anytime like soon, like within the next couple of months. I think maybe within the next year and a half. But you already know Superman fans like me alike are losing their minds trying to figure out what this movie's gonna be about. And taking into account that James Gunn is calling this a Superman saga and David Zaslav, the CEO of Warner Brothers, calling it the Superman family movie, I've come to the conclusion that it's got to be a team up between Supergirl, Superman, and Krypto. I mean, I feel like that just makes the most sense. This is the Superman saga, quote unquote. This is our current Superman family. And honestly, from the little bit we got of Supergirl at the end of Superman, I'm excited to see how this relationship and dynamic works because she's clearly going through some things. She's gonna go through some things in her Supergirl movie. And just a little bit we got of like that brotherly, sisterly dynamic that we got with her calling him a bitch. And of course, Superman, like he's gonna get rage baited, but he's not gonna respond because he's a respectful human being. That's his greatest strength. And the crazy thing is we got our biggest tease yet on what the film about Supergirl, Superman, and Krypto could potentially be about. And it's all thanks to those behind the scenes videos we've been getting of the production of Superman. We had James Gunn pointing at David Cornsweet like Draymond pointing at KD. And some eagle-eyed fans, myself included, noticed this drawing of what looks like some type of storyboard concept art, like chicken scratch style. And it features our Superman family, members of the Superman saga in Supergirl, Superman, Krypto. But I know that ain't who I think it is. Because if we hit that zoom in enhance and take a look at this noggin, is that the 5-head alien artificial intelligence himself, Brainiac? Maybe, potentially. It does kind of look familiar to Brainiac. And Brainiac does feel like a logical next step for this version of Superman. Because I feel like he's got something to do with that Kryptonian message. And we also got to learn more about the Kryptonian heritage and if Superman's parents, Jor-El, are actually evil. A popular theory that I've been seeing floating around, I'm not sure where it originated, but it's not mine, is that potentially Brainiac is the one that manipulated the message from Jor-El. For some reason, I don't know, he is an artificial intelligence. If he sees Superman as a threat and all Kryptonians as a threat, this could be his way of trying to get them exterminated. Either way, the next film in the Superman saga feels like it's got to be connected to whatever the hell happened on Krypton and what the truth is. And if Brainiac does become the villain, I really hope he's like an overarching villain, similar to the way he was in the animated show, because he wasn't just a villain of the week type shit. He was like a grand scheme